warrior whispers back.
Previously on Weekend Showcase.
I am the storm.
What do we have here?
We have our new
Stream Deck.
Stream Deck.
Yeah,
Jesus.
We're still upgrading our equipment setup,
Yeah.
basically. So I just got this recently. I'm
Makes it a
trying to
little
like,
easier.
yeah. Hopefully, this will be able to make setting up our streams a little bit easier
Facilitate it
and
a
things
bit better.
All right. Hello, world. My name is Don,
I'm Isaiah.
I'm Steph.
and you are watching Showcase for the week ending Saturday. There it is, June 21st, 2025. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for watching. We have a lot of stuff to get through today. We have
So I've heard.
4 brand new weird news items. Why are you starting with that? So I've heard.
Because weird news staff. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Just every time.
Well,
What can I say?
yeah. Well, all right. At least we've mostly learned our lesson for the most part from a couple weeks ago when you sent in some stuff that was kind of like hard to get through. Basically, I know. We mess with staff, but we appreciate his contributions to the show and our weird news research. And we also appreciate weird news contributions from you, the audience. If you send in stuff to our contact form at the bottom of the screen, which is scrolling right now. If you were to hit up the Linktree page at the bottom of the screen with suggestions, you can have some of your weird news suggestions brought in, and we might actually use them on the show, like our good friend Brain Spaz, who I have to give credit for, actually submitting all 4 of the weird news items that we have today. So that's going to be so you get the week off,
viewer
staff, sort of.
special.
Yeah.
A viewer special.
I mean, we open the door and there you go. So yeah, there you go. But but before we go ahead and get fully started, we have to give a special shout out to our very good friends at SKST Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Isaiah?
If you or someone you know in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia are into content creation, go check them out at skstradio.com. They'll be more than happy to help you build your brand and get some experience in.
That's skstradio.com, or you can check the link down below in the description if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. First, we have the Stream Deck that we introduced recently. I want to try something really quickly that I should have done in the very beginning here. I'm going to see if I can set this up right to be like audible for everybody. I think if I time this right, there we go. That's more than one thing. I should have had that in the beginning, but oh well. We have some other sound effects here that I've been running some experiments with, so we'll see if the opportunities show up to... shut up. There we go. We'll see if we have the opportunities to fire some of those effects out as the show proceeds. And then we'll get into Gears Reloaded a little later in the show, followed by Dad Joke of the Day, which I guess you have ready,
Yes.
Isaiah? All right, awesome. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get ready for the first item on the docket, which is a segment we like to call... All right, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and set this up accordingly for the weird news section of the show. Up over here. There we go. So researchers puzzle over rash of baby monkey kidnappings. This is apparently where we're starting off here. Okay. On an island in Panama, a fad that one researcher called viscerally disturbing has recently taken off among a group of young male monkeys. These adolescents and juveniles have started to kidnap the infants of another monkey species, seemingly just for kicks. That's what scientists think after watching a bunch of male white-faced capuchin monkeys walking around with baby howler monkeys clinging to their backs. The perplexing baby snatchings reported in the journal Current Biology suggest that humans aren't the only intelligent species with youngsters that pursue apparently pointless activities that can be destructive to other creatures. This is a still from a wildlife camera, apparently. Well, this seems like the right effect for this, I guess. But any reaction to this at all? I don't know.
I'm just confused.
I mean, I kind of am too, to be brutally honest. I don't know.
But because it looks like the baby monkey is holding on, he's like, okay, I guess I'm going.
Yeah, I don't really have very much of a reaction to this. Steph, what do you got?
It kind of reminds me of this one thing that happened in Africa a couple years ago where basically this lioness, she adopted this. What's the deer they call out in Africa? Like a gazelle, like a baby gazelle, and
Okay.
and she was kind of treating it like as her own like cub for a couple of days.
And
Okay.
then they ate it.
I think so.
Oh wow.
Crazy.
You just made that harsh,
Crazy.
Isaiah. What is going on with you, man?
Hey, he said for a couple of days. That means it ended at some point. Something happened.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, all right. Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and move on after we go ahead and put the information from. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Hang on one second. I forgot to. We don't have the second camera up here necessarily for proper view distribution. Come on. Come on. Never mind. Let me just do it the other way. I'll just do it the other way. Sorry. Let's go ahead and fix this that way and get rid of the second studio cam there. Okay. That's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now that that's over with, let's go ahead and put the first topic in the live chat. Those of you who want to read more about that item. And let's go ahead and get started with the second item on the docket, which is from the Associated Press. A runaway pet zebra has been captured in Tennessee.
I'm sorry. Time out. Someone has a pet zebra.
Yes, it would seem. This is from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. A runaway pet zebra that was on the loose for more than a week in Tennessee and became an internet sensation in the process was captured Sunday, authorities said. Ed the zebra, was captured safely after being located in a pasture near a subdivision in the Christiana community in central Tennessee, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office confirmed. The Sheriff's Office said aviation crews captured the zebra. Ed was airlifted and flown by helicopter back to a waiting animal trailer, the Sheriff's Office said in a statement. There we go. Anyway, darn it, ad, sorry. Video posted by the Sheriff's Office shows Ed wrapped in a net with his head sticking out as he is carried by the helicopter to the trailer. Ed arrived in Christiana on May 30. His owner reported him missing the next day. The zebra was spotted and filmed running along Interstate 24, forcing deputies to shut the roadway, but Ed escaped into a wooded area. There is a clip here. I'm going to go ahead and just put the actual link in the live chat. If you want to actually see this, we technically shouldn't play very much of that clip because we don't want to get hit with something from playing that footage. But yeah, you can already just imagine from this particular, this particular photograph, just that thumbnail image. I guess the question is like, how would you react to coming across like this imagery of like, here's a exotic animal just randomly running around the freeway?
I'd just be confused. I guess that's the thing for today is just confused. Like, why? Who has a pet zebra? They've been watching Madagascar too much.
Wow. I just realized that reference was like sitting right there basically, except there was no mention of a lion or like any like biting incidents.
Well, maybe because they know better. Maybe because they know better about the lion. Like they saw a zebra and they're like, oh, Marty.
Yeah, the reputation precedes him, right?
Yeah.
King of the jungle, that sort of thing. I guess that follows. Staff, what do you got on this?
I remember seeing this on the news a couple of days ago. I remember seeing it running across the freeway and the police were chasing it, but But it's just now I'm learning that they actually caught it.
Wow. Okay, well, yeah, this is pretty much news to me. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. If I saw this, I mean, my first move is to be like pocket dialing animal control or something. If I'm just walking around the street, driving, obviously you can't do that. But it's like, man, that's crazy.
Zebra was found in Tennessee, but he's the only 10 I see.
I'm trying to figure out like how, like, because there are some exotic pests that it's actually you can't own. Like,
I was about to say
yeah.
that it's illegal to own exotic animals in certain places because I know in Virginia it's illegal to have exotic animals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what can we look up really fast? Like, what are the laws on exotic pet ownership in this is the state of Tennessee that this story takes place in. We can check that out really quick and put a bookmark in that. We'll get back to that by the end of this segment. And in the meantime.
Yeah, because on a similar note, like a couple of days ago, I saw that something similar happened here where
links in the live chat, by the way, those of you watching along. Go ahead.
Yeah, where somebody had a pet alligator and they were escorting it, but the police came and like from their body cams, like I don't know if they confiscated it but they did mention like it was illegal for them to own it because it was kind of funny seeing the person just walk with the alligator right beside him. And this happened at night too, so. Jeez.
Okay,
What?
so in Tennessee, the legality of owning exotic animals depends on the species and whether a permit is required. While some animals, like monkeys, servals, and ocelots, are not explicitly prohibited, others, especially those considered inherently dangerous, Class 1 wildlife, require permits and specific housing conditions. Certain animals, like great apes, are regulated by both state and federal laws. So,
Hmm.
Class 1 wildlife. This category includes animals considered highly dangerous to humans, such as great apes, gorillas, orangutans, chimpanzees, bears, wolves, big cats, lions, tigers, etc.
Is this at federal level or Tennessee specifically?
Tennessee.
Okay, like where does it mention zebras specifically?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
So then what would that be?
Class 2 wildlife. Everything else besides Class 1.
Well, it can't be literally everything else, like people getting locked up for having a dog.
Well, no, so Class 1 isn't allowed. Class 2 is everything else outside of that.
That okay, this may need
Like
further
everything
research.
outside of the United States, essentially. Like
That's indigenous. Every form of forms of wildlife that are outside, that are indigenous to areas
other
outside of
places-
America.
Yeah, outside of the U.S. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay, yeah, that's an important
So
qualifier
so
there.
the only ones that are illegal for you to own are Class 1 animals.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, that answers that situation right there. Those of you who want to, what was that?
Probably my bag.
Oh, something fell over behind the scenes. Those of you who want to read more about this, feel free to check the live chat feed. There's a link there for you to be able to read more about this or any of the other topics that we're discussing today. Let's go ahead and move on to the last item
We're on 3.
We are on 3.
Mm-hmm.
There should be 4.
Yeah, we just did
Yeah,
2.
we did too.
We're
I
going
wonder
to
what
3.
Oh yeah, I don't know how this first thing wound up all the way at the end. That's weird. Anyway, all right, whatever. Here's the last one. Authorities say a babysitter checked under the bed for monsters and found someone. Okay. Okay. The myth of a boogeyman hiding under the bed came true for one Kansas family this week after a child's complaint led to a man's arrest. The Barton County Sheriff's Office said in a statement that it responded to reports of a disturbance of a house outside the city of Great Bend on Monday. The unnamed babysitter told authorities that she was getting the kids ready for bed when one complained about a monster under their bed. Her efforts to reassure them otherwise didn't go quite as planned. Let me see. When the victim attempted to show the child there was nothing under the bed, she came face to face with a male suspect who was hiding there. The sheriff's office statement said, "My God." An altercation ensued with the babysitter and one child was knocked over in the struggle. The suspect is a 27-year-old man who once lived at the residence, the statement said, but who was under a protection from abuse order that required him to stay away from the property. NPR is not publishing his name because whether he has been charged in connection with this incident is unclear. Yada yada posted bond 10 days earlier after being charged with a bunch of disgusting stuff. Okay. I'm not sure how best to react to this, quite frankly. This is a heavy one, guys. This is oh my God. I wish we had saved the zebra one for last. This is a hard to read one, to be brutally honest. We're just gonna have to file this under like one of those, like, wishing a something would sort of situation.
Yeah.
Basically, if this were your family or your child or someone you care about. I don't know. We don't have any more information than this at this time, and I hesitate to dig very much further into this, but we have to cite our sources. So here's the link to topic 4 in the chat. That's
We have
basically
one more.
No, that's 4 topics. Oh shoot, I forgot to switch it back over. I forgot to switch this screen perspective back
That
over
wasn't
to
the
the,
last
to the
one.
frame.
We only did 3.
No, that was all of them basically. There's all 4 topics.
No, that was 3.
Yeah, we only did 3. You sent one early.
Man under
Because
bed.
remember, you moved go back.
Oh, that was all.
Yeah, go back.
So Capuchin.
Go.
I'm looking at the live chat. So baby monkey kidnapping. We did that first.
And the zebra.
Oh, we didn't do the. I'm sorry. We didn't do the man sustains broken neck. Here's one. Okay, here's the last one. We didn't do this one yet. I'm lucky to be alive after sustaining car crash injuries, tripping over my cat. We have all 4 links posted in there. We did them in the wrong order. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. This is a saving grace. I'm glad we have something else to talk about on the way into Controller Freaks. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, guy tripped over his cat. Okay, A UK man miraculously survived after sustaining a broken neck, fractured spine, smashed ribs, blood in his lungs, and other car crash evoking injuries from tripping over his cat. He says, quote, I can't remember much, just falling fast. It was quick and it was over within seconds, and I was at the bottom. Victim Chris Rowley, aged 59, told the Mirror. The freak apocalypse meow accident, oh my God, early for wordplay, but okay, reportedly occurred on the evening of October 23rd. Well, why are we finding out about this now? While the Leicestershire, apologize, we're pronouncing this wrong. Leicestershire-based professional musician was home alone with his hairless Egyptian Sphinx kitten, Eric Morikambe. I haven't heard about too many house pets with last names, like baked in like that, but okay. Disaster struck after the wrinkly kitty, apparently feeling playful, dove out and latched onto one of its owner's legs while he was coming down the stairs. Rowley reportedly tumbled down 14 steps before arriving at the bottom, where he lay unable to move. Wow. Yeah, that'll cause an injury. I guess the first question / reaction to this is like, what's an example of like, have you had house pets that sort of went over the line? I have a puppy, and he recently like tore a piece out of one of the pairs of pants that I was wearing. So like he's a little bit eager. He's like 6 months old, so yeah, we got to get him some formalized training. But yeah, what do you guys think about this?
I'm just curious how he got to the hospital. Like, he says he was home alone. So
Maybe a neighbor heard him. Like all the the tumbling down the stairs sort of situation. Ouch, that's a bad bruise. Let's see, massively injured. Oh yeah, here it is. Rowley's wife Jackie, a children's care worker, was working nights and was therefore unable to come to his aid. As a result, whoa, he had to lie unattended for a whopping 14 hours in a pool of his own blood. Oh my
geez.
God. Oh my God. Paramedics later revealed he'd suffered fractured skull, a broken bone in the neck, 2 fractures in the spine, 9 broken ribs, and each rib has multiple fractures and blood in the lungs. The cat was completely unharmed. Wow. Yeah. I've never had an injury remotely that bad. I've never heard of an injury that bad.
from something that small.
Yeah. That's. Thank goodness he's alive with all
Right.
those injuries. Good grief. What have y'all ever had a bad injury from? Go ahead.
No, I haven't, but like but I heard somebody say that cats are secretly plotting to take over the world.
So I'm not really sure how far that can really go.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where like
Yeah, you talk like you heard about it too.
So I remember a movie that came out in the early 2000s called Cats and Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where my brain sort of goes back to. I haven't really heard about very many other sort of like sources that.
I mean, the only other thing is there was this old Stephen King movie called Cat's Eye, and they said that like there's this urban legend how cats can like steal your souls, like just by sucking it out of your body.
Yeah, never heard that one.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah.
the reason why the cat didn't get injured, he just used one of his 9 lives.
Wow, that works. We'll end it on that one. We'll end this segment on that one. Oh man, that was interesting. So let's go ahead and get ready for the next section. But before we do, let's go ahead and remind the good people at home that all of these news topics that we've been talking about today are courtesy of a loyal viewer, Brain Spaz. Thanks so much for submitting these topics, Brain Spaz, via the Contact Us form that's on our Linktree form, our Linktree page that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you have any suggestions for news items that are weird and hopefully recent, that you would like us to react to that are hopefully non-religious or political, feel free to shoot us a line at the Contact Us form on Linktree, and we'll be able to give that a little bit of review time and see if we can put that in the show and give you a shout out on air. So thanks again, Brain Spaz, excuse me. And now that is done, we can go ahead and shift over to the second section of the show, which is a segment we call All right. So now, I'm not sure why installation stopped on the Ultimate Edition thing. That's weird. We'll figure that out later. Anyway, so okay, we have the beta, we have the multiplayer beta for Gears of War Reloaded, which frankly I'm not entirely sure why we're about to get that, considering this game was already remastered once before. But whatever, it's fine. So the game's going to be out in August, but this is the second week out of a 2-week multiplayer beta stress test that everybody's been doing. We're a little bit late to the party on this, truth be told, but we're going to see what we can do with this game for the next half hour or so until the end of the hour. And but before we do that, I want to give one more shout out to our very good friends at SKST Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Go ahead.
If you or anyone else you know in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia are into content creation, go check them out at skstradio.com. They'll be more than happy to help you grow your brand.
Yeah, that's skstradio.com, or you can check the link down below in the description on YouTube and Facebook. And now let's go ahead and shift this over to the stage here, which, let's see if we go ahead and... Come on. Whoop. Nope. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. And there. And let's bring this item over a little bit closer. All right. Bam. That works.
Yep.
All right, cool. So, actually, let me go ahead and mirror camera. Perfect. Okay. So we're doing this on. It's worth noting that we're doing this on the Xbox One via cloud gaming. The original Xbox, I should say, mainly because we don't have a series console in here, and somebody didn't want to go ahead and get it on PS5. Somebody who will remain nameless.
I'm the only one with a PS5. Why are you doing this?
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just messing with you. All right. So as we can see, this title is pre-release software. Some platform features may not work correctly. I tried this a little bit last night for a hot minute. I didn't do very much with it, but it plays pretty stably. I'm happy to report. It's just a matter of getting used to the mechanics in terms of how this game actually. Let me try and start loading in here. Actually, how the mechanics of this game actually used to be. This is a really faithful recreation with like 4K level graphics, because Ultimate Edition upscaled everything to 1080. That's kind of like why they're doing this. It seems basically.
Okay.
And so, Team Deathmatch. Sorry, there it is. So, yeah, after everything that this franchise has been through evolutionarily in terms of graphics and overall like multiplayer performance, it's really, it feels like a big step back. I have to say that's my only real gripe about this, is that like this really, for example, omnidirectional evade, you should be able to somersault to get out of fire in 8 directions. Instead, you have to sort of like use your right stick to like get yourself out of the, like get yourself in the direction that you need to go in. Like you can see right here, like I should be able to somersault diagonally. I'm going to try and move my joystick up and to the right to somersault diagonally. Instead, it only goes to the right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
and
so
like,
you have to face the direction you want to go. If
Yeah.
You want to go that way. And it's not one of the 4 cardinal directions.
Correct. So in the third game, Gears 3 in 2011, that game onward is
Your
where
team was already
omnidirectional is.
started.
Yeah. No, I'm just showing some stuff. I know this isn't really gonna. Well, we might actually win this. We have we have more lives in place. This is Team Deathmatch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and bring that up a little bit more. All right. Oh, and almost forgot to put the thing on the bottom of the screen. Bam. Okay. So this will be a little bit hard to watch, but I'll see what I can do from this angle.
How do you tell the difference between allies and enemies?
So basically, you can see like in the distance, people as they go further away, they either have a red outline, like my teammates here, because I'm one of the monsters, or a blue outline,
Okay.
like this guy. Basically, that's one of the enemy characters.
Uh-huh.
So it's the red guys are the locusts. That's the enemy monsters that you have to fight in this franchise, basically, or at least for these first 3 games of the franchise.
Uh-huh.
And what are called the COG soldiers, Coalition of Ordered Governments. There's a whole storyline about that. It's just this is taking me back to 2006, to be brutally honest. That's when this game first came out. I was looking around for other players to shoot, and I couldn't find them. I had some really aggressive teammates there.
Oh,
That's
they're
me at
down
the
a
bottom.
player.
Yeah. And you can see from these icons here, the monitor, the monitors, if I remember right, that basically signifies how many people are using, here it is. How many people are using
Xbox, PC.
how many people are using cloud gaming.
Oh.
Because if you look at our icon, I'm Cyberlord at the very bottom of the screen, and we're using cloud gaming on an Xbox. So that's
Yeah.
what we have that icon. If it was using one of the series consoles, we would have a like a vertical like tower to
Mhm.
signify that. I don't know what the icon looks like on if you come across a player on PlayStation, because this is a fully cross-platform game. But yeah, somersaulting is really like the number one way to like navigate around maps. It's the A button is your best friend for the most part. Whoa! Yeah, somebody fired off a what's called a torque bow. Oh, here we go. That thing.
So are they random players that you're teaming up with?
Yes. There's one. Reloading is also a little bit tricky. I'm gonna try to hide myself over here. This isn't gonna work very long, but I'll try it. So when you shoot, you have to reload your gun eventually, right? You hit right bumper, and then you'll notice there's a little thing that pops up. You have
Oh,
to
yeah,
sort
you
of
can
time
time
it.
it.
Yeah.
There's something like that in what's it called?
Darn it, I
Halo.
keep missing it.
There was a thing like that, a mechanic like that for one of the weapons in Halo. They're shooting at you.
Whatever. Yeah. See, this is a little bit frustrating because they're about to shoot me right now, I think. Let's see how like clumsy the evasion process. Yeah, you see how clumsy the evasion process what that was? Because I have to position myself in the right way to like cater to where I really want to go, and that also provides a level of like hint for where the for the enemies for where you're gonna go, so they can already start shooting where they know you're gonna go. Like omnidirectional evade is really frustrating that way to not
This
have.
is also a beta, so like that could just be something that they're still coding in, and weren't able to finish with the precision that they wanted to.
So I want to give them that much benefit of the doubt. At the same time, I don't really think so, quite frankly, because this game will be publicly out in August, and it's like halfway through June right now. If they were going to put something like that in, hang on a second, there you go. If they were going to put something like that in, they should have put it in the beta, quite frankly. Especially when like people are playing this, trying to sort of, reacclimatize themselves with this 20-year-old game for what is now a third time.
Well, no, I mean like it could, and then it could also be like, yeah, they this is how they intended it, and then when it like because of the beta, they get the reviews of like it's bad, and so they'll be like,
Too far away.
okay, well let's fix it and put in the actual like omnidirectional dodging, like in the way that we expected it, like they expected it. So they might fix it.
Oh, that's a teammate. I thought that was an enemy player. Basically, I didn't have time to notice. This is the other thing. When you have somebody shooting around you, you don't have time to really notice like what the outline is. So like he has to get. You'll notice my teammate there has to get a certain distance away before you can see the outline. It's really subtle. I don't know how well you all can see this.
Right there.
Yeah. There it is.
That's a teammate. I'm tripping.
They're both red. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because he looked like a regular dude behind you.
Yep. That's another teammate there. Why are we all in one place? What the heck? Here we go.
He's over there.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, not enough
Did
time.
your whole team disappear?
I think so, yeah.
And is it like one big loop? Like one big circle?
Oh, self-revive came back. I didn't even notice. Ah, shoot. Those steps are really awkward to aim with. Yeah. When you get down but not out, you have like two chances basically to get yourself back up, and the third one, if you do have enough time to get back up, it's not going to work. So that's like a 3 strikes you're out kind of thing, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1 against 2 right now. Again, this is a room full of random players. I don't know any of these people. This does not look like a good situation. Oh, okay. This is really making the memories come back. Oh, that was really close. Mm. And yeah, it's 4 on it. Huh?
They got their 4th.
Yeah. And this is the default team deathmatch sort of game type configuration, at least as far as this beta is concerned. 4-on-4 is pretty standard for this. I think it was in the second game that we were introduced to 5-on-5 teams. And then we only have 2 rounds. We don't seem to, or 2 round wins, I should say, to determine match victory. We don't seem to have the ability to customize that, but it is what it is. Here we go. This is a little bit awkward to have to sort of anticipate where people are going to move. Oh, that's a perfect reload. Yeah. I popped off the wall and stayed up too long, basically. So like the torque bow aimer guy was like, he had all the time in the world because I was trying to let the trigger go to be able to pop down under cover automatically, and that just didn't register because the character popped back off. You have to make sure you're consistently latched onto the wall, and you can click the left stick down for that. But when you pop off the wall, it just doesn't matter what you do. So there's a lot of situational awareness that this game forces you to sort of adapt to. That actually is like, there we go. You can sort of see that torque bow arrow. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody has this already. There's a rocket launcher that spawns here. Yeah, whatever. There's teammates coming from the left. And this whole area up here has line of sight, but it's really hard to nail. Yep, here we go. There we go. And now
You're by yourself.
Yep, here we go. Oh, I misjudged that. Nope. Oh, crap. Grenade got it. I saw it. Did you see that at the last minute? Yeah. I don't know if this is something that either of y'all want to give a shot to for a little while.
I'd be willing to.
Okay. Yeah, after this, I'll go ahead and hand the controller over, and we'll see how y'all do with this. Let's see. Smoke grenades. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, hang on. Suppressing fire. Oh, there you go. Yeah, cloud gaming is taking a little bit to get used to. I can't really tell what it's more. The fact that this is on cloud, or the fact that this isn't, or like how people are moving. And it's been a long time for me personally, but whatever. Oh! There you go. That's pretty much how you do that. Oh yeah, no, he's not going to do this. He's by himself against 7 plus the full fire team, so it's really 11 players that he's fighting against by himself here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Come on, and then it kicks over. Come on. There it is. Yeah, that wasn't going to fly. That wasn't going to fly. We're still only dealing with cloud people, it looks like. I don't know. I'm seeing the second from top there on the scoreboard. I don't know if anyone saw it, but that little television icon did not have an Xbox or a little gear settings sort of icon on it. I'm trying to figure out what's the icon that corresponds to the PlayStation 5 players, because this is a cross-play compatible game. So here we go. We try, and we have different skins as well. I remember like the gold skin, you had to do certain achievements in the previous games in order to carry that forward into the next game. So that was fun. And there was lots of different camouflage options. Yay, green. Sorry.
You're green.
I'm just saying. And then it's supposed to circle around. There it is. Gold.
Oh, you can change the color of your weapons.
Yep, pretty much. Here you go.
All right. How do you dodge? What's the dodge button?
What in the world? Hang on one second. I don't know how.
You might have pressed the button by accident.
Yeah, probably. Hang on. I'll get it. There it is. And come on. There it is. That was weird.
Oh yeah, you pressed a lot of buttons. Look on the right side of it.
I don't know what happened there. That was very strange. Okay. So, and captions. We're going to go ahead and put the ticker back on screen. There you go. All right, back to normal. Yeah, let me go ahead and move the keyboard away for now. There we go. Now, Gridlock. This map is the second map that I think I ever played on the original game. I vividly remember doing a map called Canals as the first map, but I wound up doing most of my gaming on this game on this specific map because of how much it how conducive this map is to having like long sight lines, and that big tower in the center that you're aiming at has a sniper rifle spawn. So if you can just grab that up and go to either end of the map, to either of the towers on either side, you have like basically like full panoramic view, you know. So it's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, the red button B is you hold that down to like just run up and chainsaw somebody. But if you sustain fire from somebody, your chainsaw gets broken. You got to get closer with that. That's the other thing.
No, but how do you run?
Hold the A button down.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember back in the day when this first came out, we didn't have Team Deathmatch. Originally, it was just what's called Warzone mode.
Mhm.
So you had only like everyone had one life each, and like when one full team got eliminated, that was it for that round basically. So it was Warzone, and then there's Execution mode, which was basically Warzone, but also you can bring yourself back up, like when you go down but not out. Warzone, when you go down the first time, you don't get a 3 strikes thing. In Warzone, if you go down the first time, you're out, basically. If nobody comes along to revive you. Yeah, this is where things get really technical as far as making sure you understand. Oh, careful. You can't change your camera angle also to be over your left shoulder. That's another sort of situational vulnerability to keep track of. So like you think you're about to like bum rush somebody, but you really just completely exposed yourself on their camera point of view, and like the damage always comes out towards you from their camera point of view. That can be really tricky to keep track of sometimes. Unless you're like snapping, like if you hit A on the like the front of that car. Oh, never mind. I was trying to show you like there are certain ways you can use your tactical situation. If you snap to cover in a certain way, you can like move your camera in a certain way to like force the game to give you the other side, the other point of view, the other shoulder point of view. So like you can actually aim around to your right, you know, when you're facing the other direction, to the camera's left, I mean. There's nothing there, yeah. They didn't add anything new here, really, and like visually. This looks like just a straight up 4K upscale of the Ultimate Edition remake that we got in, I want to say 2015? It was either 2015 or 2016 when Ultimate Edition came out. Where'd I put that box?
I don't know. You threw it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look it up later. But anyway. Where did... Oh, it was right behind me. There it is. Suffering for the art. Yep, 2015.
How is he moving like that?
So he really knows... And so he's like snapping the A button. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So what he's doing is he's A to snap to cover, and then like A, somersault off, and then A to go to the next point of cover. And he's just doing that very fluidly. Everything is the A button. Everything is the A button in terms of your ability to navigate the environment.
Okay. I thought I saw a person.
Yeah. Yeah, you can try it again. Try it again. Fortunately, none of these stats in the beta are going to carry forward to the full game when it comes out in August. So you can just totally...
I can't tank you?
No, you can't. You're not going to... Yeah, you're not going to mess with my KD. It was already trash after last night when I tried this game for the first time after several years.
Swap weapons?
Directional pad. So you always start off with the Lancer. Up on the directional pad is your smoke grenade. You always load out with that. Left is the shotgun. Down gives you a pistol, a little snub pistol, semi-automatic. Okay, you can tell based on the icon, the weapon icons, and the colors, you can tell what weapon was picked up and which team has it. It wasn't until the second game that we got the point where, like, in the feed, you could see specifically who got it. In the first game, we didn't see a name next to the icon of the weapon, so we kind of had to deal with that sort of thing. Unfortunately,
What?
Just figure it out.
He came up behind me.
Mm-hmm. Sniper guy's about to do something here. Oh, this is another thing. Every so often, you'll see like duel opportunities. Basically, it's generally understood in the Gears community that when somebody from the opposing team runs up and melees nothing in front of you, like that's sort of the signal. Oh, you want to fight? You want to like 1v1 this? You know, that's kind of like the universal signal within the Gears community that they want to fight.
SMG?
No, that's the assault rifle. You don't get an SMG in well, unless you want to count the Maybe the hammerburst counts as an SMG. And you do have that on this map, by the way, in those towers on the far right side of the screen there.
It went red for a second before. I was going to try and.
You're not going to hit him, first of all, from this distance.
It was red. That means I would have hit him.
So it would have hit, but it would have been a mosquito bite. It wouldn't have done anything with that weapon from that distance.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just telling you, having played this game 20 years ago, I'm just telling you how it works. I'm just saying.
Nah. I'm the GOAT. I'm the best.
Okay. No one's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best around. No. All right, fine, whatever. You gotta hit A. Snap to the cover. What are you doing,
I
man?
did.
Okay.
And then it took me off of it.
Yeah. See, here again, you gotta kind of really be sort of aware of what your character sprite is doing. If you hit PlayStation terms would be L1. You can sort of see like where everybody is and where the respective weapon spawns are located on the map. L1. Or are you not needing that? There it is. So now we can sort of like see like those icons of where everybody is, what they're holding, and then as you move the camera around the map, you can see where all the different weapon spawns are. That looks like an extra ammo clip for the shotgun. The whole weapon just sits out in plain view. It's interesting. And there's another Lancer right at your feet.
Those enemies are allies.
The red guys are allies, because you're this locust guy too.
Okay.
There's only 2 humans left. That sniper guy, I think it is really putting in work over there. Oh, there he is. Wow, yeah, that's it. It's over.
I did so much, guys.
Look at that, 14 and 6. There. Oh, now you can see the different icons, like who's on a series console.
Yeah, see, I did so well, guys. I did so well. Here you go.
Steph, you want some of this?
I'll let you have this one.
Really?
Come on, you gotta try it. We play the retro games.
Do it.
Why
All
not?
right. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Like none of this is gonna affect my.
I leveled us up. We're level 2 now.
Well, that doesn't matter. Well, all right. Yes, congratulations. That's fair. Congratulations. But none of this is gonna carry forward. So.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your levels are. They wouldn't have a level system in the beta if it didn't matter.
I mean, at the same time, like I read the press release that they put out about like what this is. This really is just for the beta, and that ends after tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of this beta. For those of you watching along who want to actually try this for yourself on the series consoles. Say again.
The thing on the right side of the screen, like that big section.
June 21st.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I told you. You was pressing all the buttons.
No, but that wasn't. It was over there.
No,
and
it was there earlier. I pointed it out earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, it's a good thing that we're still streaming.
Yeah, because you was pressing everything.
I don't know how that happened. I honestly don't know. But anyway, I'm sure that'll be amusing to... That is not what I did. I don't make those sounds. Okay, see, you think you're funny, but it's not really...
You've lost the punchline.
I don't have a thing here. Well, I have the rim shot. There you go. But I don't have like
The comedic timing of it is gone.
I mean...
You fumbled the bag.
Well... All right, whatever.
It's okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is... this is Raven Down. So... So Raven Down is a fun map. This one is really conducive to short distance, close quarters engagements. That's a headshot. This was one of the first downloadable maps for this game, actually. Also, I think if I remember right, this is one of the maps that came with a DLC pack that was sponsored by Discovery Channel at the time.
Discovery Channel.
Yeah, there was a cross promotional thing that was being done. Yeah, you got to be faster with the right stick, with the camera stick. Always make sure that you have the enemy in the center of the screen. You can see like when we're watching the teammates in between our deaths, you can sort of pay very close attention to like how they're moving, a lot of their camera movements. Shoot. All right. I'll try it real quick. I'll try it. You can sort of see how like you need to make sure that your enemies are always kept in the center of your screen consistently. and like where you want to go next is always as close to the right side of the screen as possible to be like most conducive to how this game is set up for people to navigate. So I'm gonna switch over to shotgun first, and there we go. If that was not on Cloud, I would have gotten that because he ran face first into the shotgun. Like you saw when the other guy did that shotgun headshot, like how just suddenly that happened because as he came around the corner, he already had a trigger pull ready. So, yeah. All right, next one.
Hey, why are
One.
we only the bad guys? Why have we only been the bad guys?
I don't know. I didn't notice how to change teams. We can get out of this and just load another social match and see if it puts us on the blue side.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're evil coded. It's alright.
Evil coded, seriously. Okay, get in the back of this to pick up frag grenades. Those are useful. All right. He already got the down. When a grenade goes off and the opponent is in the middle of being downed, it's not going to count. It's a weird sort of glitch in terms of the game's hit recognition system.
Iframes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. When you stand too close to the to a grenade that's popping off, you'll get stunned a little bit for like a second. So yeah, I remember back in the day, a similar sort of thing happened in this game with smoke grenades. There was actually a concussive force that would give you ragdoll physics. It was really bizarre. Like there was a patch later down the line that took that out. But that was the beginning of this game coming out was insane. The way that people would just have their smoke grenades already out and just randomly throw it ahead of where they knew an enemy was going to be. You know, that's just how everybody was doing it back in the day. It was crazy. Come on. Oh, and one more thing. When you're aiming at somebody and you hit L3, let me try and find somebody. Here we go. L3. You can mark them for your fire team. So that's helpful. Hey, there's a.
Where's your health?
Your health is basically in the center of the screen.
So that red thing is your health?
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm looking forward and the other guy knows where I'm going to move next, so he's already putting damage there. There you go. It's just shotgun-a-palooza right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Yeah, that was a delay. I saw the other guy coming in, and I tried to swing the camera around, and it just went past him. It's like that sometimes. Even when you have the game installed, I remember like experiencing that sort of thing where sometimes you just don't really catch it. So, no, that took too many shots, and that's gonna be the end of the match, the round. I mean, actually, no,
No, match.
yeah, it's match. Yeah. That was close though. That one was really close. I'm still trying to figure out a reliable way to deduce who's playing on PlayStation and who's playing on Xbox, because this is like a real sort. This is the beginning of Microsoft games crossing over to the other side.
I think they're just lumping us in with the PC symbol. It's just the screen with the gear.
Well, I mean, we know that this game is going to support cross-platform. So, ouch. Sorry. We know that this.
The tower without the X.
I see what you're saying.
That could be us.
Fourth from the top.
team,
That's
yeah.
PlayStation. Yeah.
That could be PlayStation because they're both towers.
Mm.
One's a Wi-Fi router, the other one's a mini fridge.
A mini fridge. I'm just gonna do this. This might be a better way to.
Yeah. It's a better angle.
Yeah. Okay. So, War Machine. This is another fun match. This actually, this is a map that actually has, I believe it's called a troika. It's this thing that you can sort of see in the background. If you look past the scoreboard on screen right now, you can see an implanted like an emplacement, heavy machine gun sort of thing, basically. So, and that has full panoramic view of the entire map, except for like this large barrier that stretches all the way down to the far front of the map. So like you have like most of here and most of here, except for all the way straight down. So, and at the end of all the way straight down is a sniper rifle spawn. So for tactical purposes, like that's a really fascinating sort of way that this map was constructed. We're about to start another match in about 10 seconds here. We'll see how this plays out with this exact team configuration from the last map, including what looks like two players who might be playing this on the PlayStation side, given that there are towers and not they don't have an Xbox symbol. Again, I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is, but it is what it is. Whoa!
This looks like
Loud
chaos.
performance. Yeah. This is a shining example of what I meant earlier, when people just sort of like roll in, just throwing out smoke grenades instantly.
Yeah.
So does this game have friendly
There we go.
fire?
No, not in this little, the way that they have this beta set up. You can, if you have private matches, you can set up for friendly fire, but the default configuration with the way that this beta is set up here, you don't have that. Oh wow. I don't know why I don't have the ability to tag that guy.
Is that a teammate?
It shouldn't be. I thought those were blue lights on that character. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. My mistake. Again, here we have like, it's hard to tell sometimes from a distance. Frag grenade. I got one of them. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Ah, really hit that guy hard too. Oh well. And another thing 24 points. Unless somebody else hits them, you don't see like any indicator of how much damage you dealt to that person before you get shot down. That's one of the things that I really don't like.
There's no health bar for you to see.
Well, again, you do. You just have to get used to looking at the center of the screen with everything.
No, enemy health bar.
Oh yeah, that's true. So you have to like get a good sense of how much your damage output is relative to theirs.
So because the only like real PvP that I've played or like battle royales or like Destiny, that's what I'm kind of comparing this to. Just so I can like have like a reference essentially. And for me, my difficulty with this game is that the movement just feels clunky.
Yeah, you're not wrong, honestly. Hey, let's try the Troika for a hot minute. I'll show you what this looks like. He's dead. That was fast. Trying to like mark him for the teammate here. Bingo. That's one of them. It's still my entire fire team is active, plus an extra 3 lives still in the tank. I'm still tapping the hang on. Ah, shoot. Missed it. I gotta time the speed up of this weapon. There you go, we got one left. Perfect. So sometimes that's the only way to really support the team, is making sure that you're passing along intel about enemy positions. Just like with any other game, really.
Yeah.
Hey, positive KD. There you go. That's something. That sure took a minute. All right, here we go. I'm gonna grab these grenades here. See what can be done with that.
He's going to it.
Yep. All right. See how I'm not even going there? And now... Yeah, he's got it. He's going to get it. Maybe not. Oh, wow. He just gave up. That was funny. Sometimes those grenades can save your butt. All right. This is going to be 2 against 1. I'm not going to last long here. No. Oh, I got stuck there. Yeah. The edge, the little corner edge. How many times does that happen in video games, especially like of this era, like 2006 when this game came out? I want to say it was like November 06. We're down by 4. It looks like.
Down by 5.
Yeah. Oh, he has it. I can see already in the distance. You see, he already has the. Yep. And it wasn't letting me mark him. Darn it. Oh well.
They've got everything.
Not literally everything, but feels like it.
They have the sniper and the turret thing.
If they had the turret thing, I'd already be taking fire.
No, you did.
If they had it.
Oh.
See, and I'm also marking it, and there's nobody there to mark yet.
Then what was that they were shooting at you with?
That was a regular assault rifle or something. The rate of fire was too fast for that to be a pistol. Spawn point swap. Now I have to get away from that spawn area. They're already on the way. A lot of action happening over there. Oh, somebody's got. Yep, they have the troika. Wow, that was close. They almost got me. Yeah. I remember this. I remember how hard it is sometimes to get your camera where you want it to be. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Whatever. Hey, perfect reload. You get a damage bonus with your reload when you get it active like that.
It's a teammate.
Yep. I'm just pointing him out. There we go. A little bit of assist there. Get out of there! Jeez. See? See what I mean? I was stuck there. Like you can plainly see. Oh, brother. All right, I'm going to have to do a last stand here. This is one of the spawn points. Yeah, that's not going to... Yep. I don't want to do this on a stream. You know what? All right, fine. I'll just get it over with. Yeah, it's too far. It's too far. The most of the damage came from the sniper shot, and then there was nowhere else to go, really. So yeah. This makes me want to get a series console just to be able to actually like not have to deal with cloud lag. I know that's horrible to say, but it's like, you know, some games you really kind of like. So there are some games that you can just have in cloud to sort of like give you the opportunity to really sort of like test it out, but you can't really expect to have a very demanding. There it is. You can't expect to have a very successful experience doing the game if it's not locally installed. You know, it's fantastic when you want to like try something out, but some games it's just too demanding of the internet connection sometimes, depending on where you're set up or like you know what hardware you're running. You know, if you're say streaming on a handheld PC like the Steam Deck or something like that. Here's another smoke grenade. Okay, a friendly person has the sniper rifle. There's a human opponent coming up. That's funny. So what happened there was an enemy hit me, and then the explosive damage from the arrow that hit me killed his teammate. That sometimes that will happen too. Usually that happens when the arrow that was shot from the torque bow, the explosive bow, when it's an active reload, because that boosts up the damage output. If I had a sniper rifle, he would already have his head shot off. This game was the beginning of introducing me to the idea of if you can see ahead, you can shoot ahead, because there are little tiny areas where like the hit markers. Come on, where the hit markers for the head, they'll register whether you actually have the little red indicator that it's going to do damage to the person on screen or not. Yeah, he was getting hit hard there. I don't know who has the... Yeah, he's waiting for... Oh! Ah. Too slow. I should already have one of them right there. You see all that lag popping up right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have some of my old clips from Ultimate Edition. I feel like playing some of them just to salvage personal pride from this dumb little beta.
Hey, it's fine.
I'm just
it's fine.
saying. I'm just saying.
We all did bad.
Yeah. All right. All right. There you go. That lets the teammates know there's somebody there. Oh! No, this isn't going to work. Yeah, I got one good shot in, but yeah, should have been closer. All right.
And that's the round.
Mm-hmm. This poor guy's got a negative KD too. Yeah, it can't be overstated enough how much this game really depends on you having like strong hardware and strong internet and like a strong understanding of situational awareness for like where you're gonna go next. Because it's shotgun the vast majority of the time. You know, it just is what it is basically. But it is what it is. So all right. That's I guess we can go ahead and end it here because we're coming up to the end of the hour anyway. So if you want to go ahead and play along with this, those of you who have Xbox Game Pass, I believe it's Ultimate Edition. You can actually just play along with this if you have like the Xbox app on PC or Series console. You can just download this beta and play along that way, or handheld PC even basically if you have a strong enough internet connection. You can go ahead and like try it out that way. Or if you're on a PS5 and you've pre-ordered the game physically, you can go ahead and do that physically or digitally. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. We got to get out of that before matchmaking happens again. But yeah, the full game is going to be out in August. I believe it's early August. Can you look up and confirm the exact date, please, while I go ahead and set up the next segment? But yeah, so that was Gears of War Reloaded on Xbox Cloud, and this is going to hit all the major platforms, including PC and Steam. In
August 26th.
August 26th, excuse me, late August. All right. So that's something to look forward to if this game tickles your fancy, as it were.
Check our
Do
chat.
people still say that?
No.
Oh. Yo. Hello, Happy Headed.
No, we were not.
Are you winning? No, we were not. That was
No. No.
We unfortunately were not. But it's cool.
No.
It's a beta. Like I said, this was just a beta that like none of the kill death ratio and
the
progress
enemy
and all that
team
carries
was
over.
Gordon Ramsay, and I was just a filet mignon. No.
I mean, and this actually carries over something from the Ultimate Edition remake that came out in 2015. If you go down to War Journal, it actually shows you what your statistics are, and yeah, you can see. Yeah, it just is what it is. 8 to 31.26 KD. It is what it is. But the coalition, the developers of this and the makers of this franchise, basically, they've already said that nothing is going to be carried over in terms of your performance to the full game. So if you want to go ahead and like just get the experimentation phase out of your way with this, the beta is going on right now on Xbox Cloud and Series consoles and PS5 and PC and Steam until tomorrow. So, and then after that, you're going to have to wait till August 26th, I believe it is,
Yes.
to do this game further. So, in the meantime, now that we have that game concluded, we can go ahead and shift over to the next item on the docket. Actually, before we even do that, what's y'all's final verdict on Gears Reloaded?
I don't plan on getting it.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Really? Why not?
It feels too clunky. I don't like that style of game. It feels like everything like feels too like I feel like I'm heavy. Like I am heavy as I'm playing it. So I don't like that. I might be spoiled because like I'm used to like Destiny,
Uh-huh.
where everything's super fluid.
Mm-hmm. That's CNN follow behind camera, a little bit motion sicknessy
Mm-hmm.
too. Yeah, I hear that. Steph, what about you?
I pretty much feel the same. It felt kind of hard to run in certain spots, and
Mhm.
honestly, it is a little bit different from what I usually play, and it was kind of hard to adjust to the controls, I guess.
Yeah, run being tied to holding down your dodge button, I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't like that at all.
Would it have made any difference to you if you were able to change the configuration in a different
Possibly,
way?
like if I could have run by like pressing down R3, R1, R3, or something like
It just
my
becomes Call of
joysticks.
Duty at that point.
Yeah, but there's a reason why Call of Duty's map layout most people don't even actually have to change, like the mapping of the inputs.
Like your run and your movement are in the same controls.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
why?
Well, there are other
Because running away and dodging are two valid ways of getting out of a fight. Why do I have to choose between which one when I could do both?
So I'm just gonna go ahead and show this really quickly before we go ahead and shift over to the other thing, because like you can actually like adjust your controls a little tiny bit. Here we go. Yeah, actually, this is funny. They have omnidirectional evade option here, but it doesn't feel like it when you're actually playing it. How's that for fun? Wrap your mind around that one. I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, so yeah, it's just there's not a lot to work with here, basically. But you know,
Yeah,
you can map things, but that's basically it.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not for me.
Oh well. All right. It is what it is. Anyway, so all right, that was Gears of War Reloaded on the Xbox Cloud, and now that that is done, let's go ahead and shift over to the next and last, actually, section of the show today, which is a segment we like to call. All right. Oh shoot! I almost forgot to put the. There it is. I'm still working on it. I'm working on it.
You're gonna press second one because it lasts too long.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So now this is the Dad Joke of the Day segment, which we do at the end of every episode. And Isaiah, what do we have today for Dad Joke of the Day?
Okay, so what's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a bucket of glue?
None. They're all randomly made up to serve the purpose of telling this joke. No, I don't know.
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's the answer? You can tune. What did you say? You can tune a piano, but you can't.
Tune a fish.
But like that is a type of fish, though.
No, you can't tune a piano, but you can't piano a fish.
Oh, so
No, piano a tuna.
okay, so he was close. You can't
Yeah.
piano a tuna, but you
Yeah.
can tune a piano.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. That follows. He was close though.
Mhm.
That was really close. Not bad. You get one of these for that. Bam. All right, cool.
So yeah, the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a bucket of glue.
There you go. That was way late. Where's another one? Do you have another dad joke?
You guys missed part of it, and so it kind of ruined the rest of it. You guys forgot about the bucket of glue, so nobody asked me about the bucket of glue because the answer only had the tuna and the piano, and the whole joke was supposed to be I knew you'd get stuck on that one.
Oh. All right. There you go.
It's all right. The one time I need you guys to actually like interact, you don't get it.
Well, all right. I at least picked it up immediately what Staff was putting down when he said basically what was the correct answer. It just wasn't really structured in the way that we were sort of expecting there, but
It's okay. It's all right.
it happens. Do you have another one we can end on?
Mhm.
We'll just go ahead. Okay, what you got?
So why do people in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
Why?
Because dawn is tough on Greece.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do the rim shot. Fine. There you go. You got a rim shot from
And
that.
I didn't need the pity rim shot. I didn't need it.
Dawn is tough on Greece. Thanks for the obligatory product placement there that we don't get paid for.
It was just a joke. That was all it was.
I mean, all right, fair enough. But anyway, all right. So that was Dad Joke of the Day. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Weekend Showcase. Thanks once again to Brains Bass for submitting the weird news items for the day. And we played Gears of War Reloaded. Once again, the multiplayer beta is happening right now until the end of tomorrow,
Yep.
June 22nd, and the full game will be out August 26th, I think it is, on all major platforms. So feel free to wish list and pre-order that now. And we also want to give a special shout out to our good friends at SKST Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
If you or someone you know in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia are into content creation, you should check them out at skstradio.com.
That's right.
They'll be more than happy to help.
That's right. That's skstradio.com, or you can check the link in the description down below if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. I don't think. Is there anything that we need to plug? Anything at all?
No, not that I'm aware.
No. All right. Cool. So we have what? No. Who else are you looking at?
That was the
Okay.
joke. There's like, who are we looking at?
Okay. So we're gonna be out for the 4th of July. We're gonna be taking the 2 weeks off. Or that 2 weeks from now off, I should say. So next week is going to be our last for June for a little bit, but we're working on like when do you want to come back? Like the week after, I guess, basically after leaving for the holiday. Okay, so we'll be back next week with another brand new episode, and then after that we'll be back the second Saturday in July, which is going to be the 12th. So just go ahead and do a little bit of calendar notification there. And that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget to hit us up on the Linktree page down below at the bottom of the screen for all the social media like links and stuff like that. And the contact form if you have any suggestions for stuff that you want us to play on YouTube or you want us to games you want to see us play on Controller Freaks or weird news items to do. And in the meantime, have a great weekend. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.